I look like a little boy, but you know, it's quarantine, so like we're not gonna dress up. But I have been sitting on my ass for about 5 hours doing non-stop homework. And so to make this day a little less resentful and hated and to make me feel better, I'm gonna make some clothes because I have a lot of clothes to make and I'm bored, so I'm gonna do that. Plus my brother has this project for college, and so he's like interviewing me, and then he wants to record me making clothes, and he has to do it by today, so I'm gonna do that shit today. So update, I'm supposed to look pretty for Spencer's thingy thing, so that's really sad because I was not planning on looking pretty today. I mean, I'll let you know when I'm pretty again, I guess. Okay, so this is the dress I'm turning into a two-piece set. It's inside out. So it's like backless, and then I'm gonna cut it right here where the like top part of it should be, right? And then I'm gonna sew that. Oh, I could just seam cut it. Oh, really? So yeah, I'm gonna cut this seam right here, and then I'm gonna sew the top part and then this part, so it's more like, so it's two pieces. And in the back I'm putting a chain. I have the chain, but I need the eyelets. So I'm also making a TikTok about this, so I don't want to show all of it on camera right now, but I'm taking this seam ripper and this seam right here and just going across and ripping it. And now that I've cut the skirt in the top part, I did that to the top, so that's where I'm gonna wow, English, that's where I'm gonna sew. So my camera died, and it's probably gonna die again because I only have one battery, but currently I switched my projects because I don't have all the materials for this shirt, but I did finish sewing that bottom line of this shirt. So now I have these LV cutouts. So there's the one flower, the other one, and then the circle one, and then the actual LV sign. So I'm gonna trace all this onto paper and then use these papers as templates, but I'm also then gonna transfer, after I make these ones, I'm gonna use that to cut out to trace it onto a folder. I'm just doing this because it's see-through, so I can transfer it onto the paper to the, you know what I mean? Okay, I just spent literally hours cutting out freaking stencils, but this is one for the outline of the LV when I sew it on the back pocket. This is this one. There's this one with this circle in the middle. So that is what I am doing at the moment. Yay. Okay, so it is now currently 1:40. But I finally finished painting all of my coats. So now I just have to order the stuff to, I don't know, what's like embroider it. And then I'll go along the outline and just embroider the outside in the color that I painted it in. It looks pretty good. I hate this part, so I'm dyeing this part blue because it's literally disgusting. Such an old trend. That's why I used these jeans, because I didn't like that line. But I love them. Kind of obsessed with how they turned out. Obviously, like, some of the shapes are a little misshapen, but if you look at it from afar or even up close, like, it's not bad. It's just like not perfect, but okay. Good morning. Not really though. It's like 2. It's 2 in the afternoon. I have been working on these pants for a little while, but I'm supposed to be taking a quiz soon, but my teacher didn't post it yet, so I'm doing this instead. So I didn't end up having to buy a string because I figured out that the embroidery string is the same type of string that I use to make like camp bracelets, like friendship bracelets. So I have like so much of it. And then I found a needle that has like a bigger hole just like in my house, so I don't have to order that either. So right now I'm just stitching the outline of each of these. This will probably take me a while, and I'm really hoping I don't run out of blue string because that would make me cry, because this is my only thing of this string. I finished the blue Louis Vuitton one. It's not focused. Now I'm working on this orange one. I tried to start this one, but the fabric that I have for it's really hard to maneuver with, so I'm gonna save that for last because I'm not in the mood to do it at the moment. Okay. Good morning. So I finished sewing. I'm whispering because my family is downstairs and I feel awkward. Okay. So I finished sewing all of them, so they all have this outline to the shapes. So now I'm gonna take this, which is just like fabric glue, and put it over top of the ending stitches because some of them unraveled. Hey, so now that I finished gluing the ends, I'm taking blue like dye and I'm just painting over this because I hate that stupid line. It's such an old trend and it's like really out. But I'm starting with a really thin line, so in case it spreads a lot, I don't want it to ruin my pants, because you know that would be quite not the move. As I wait for the side to dry, oh, I just stabbed myself in the middle. I'm starting these other jeans. Sorry, man. My camera fell. So I had these jeans from like middle school, and I used to wear them all the time, and they had these big distressed like tears in them, and I used to love it until I bent down a bunch of times and all of them, and the hole kept ripping, so it looked really bad, and it like I had like no, it just didn't look good. So now I'm putting this through it to make it more like hip and happening, I guess. But I can't like sew it like on my sewing machine because then the two sides of the jeans will get, you know what I mean? So this is what I have. This is the whole patch that I'm hand sewing, and then I have to do the other side. So that's gonna take me like a day, but hopefully it will look good and I won't have to do it again. Okay, so I finished hand sewing the one side, and it looks really cool. It's maybe like not as loose as I want, and I had to chop off the white parts that were like hanging off of it because it just didn't go with like the pearl, but I think it looks good. Now I have to do the other side. This is, where is it? This is how this side looks. So I finished these yesterday, but I got bored or tired and I didn't show. So I'm not in love. I would have liked it more if I kept the white, like the tear on it. Right now they just kind of look like, I don't know. But they look better and I can actually like wear them now. Before they were like too distressed that they didn't look good. So, and they'll probably, once I like wash them, they'll distress a little more. My plan is to turn this bodysuit into this top. So I made a mark on like right above my stomach, or my belly button, as to where I'm gonna cut. I'm keeping this seam right here, it's not where it would usually be like the bodysuit part of like my leg, and I'm keeping those two as like strings for around my shoulders because those already have the elastic in it, so it will be really easy to like work with. This is all I got so far, which is kind of like the bandeau part, or not bandeau, tube top part. I finished it and then I took it off 2 seconds ago and remembered that I didn't record it, and it's blurry, so okay, so it looks really good and I'm really proud of it. This is what I ended up doing for the back and it worked perfectly. And then I just have to cut off these excess strings. I've literally had it on forever, so I'm just now getting to this. But I'm so proud of how it turned out. I think it looks amazing. So like you can see the backless. And that's it before and then after. And it looks perfect, and it's pretty much exactly how I wanted it to turn out. And I'm so happy that like I had something that's like, it's like trendy and cool. Because I keep making new things and then just like filming it, so I guess this is going to be a really long YouTube video of me just making things. But today I'm making this into this like Bella Hadid top. I don't know, I saw this on Pinterest and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute maybe. Looks like that. I don't have any white tops. Oh, shit, I didn't do that. I don't have any white button downs, but I do have this one and then another purple one and then a blue one, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of them and then sell them. That's like the back, and then the front looks like that. So that's my thing with this oversized top. It's my dad's, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet, but we're gonna figure it out along the way, I guess. I'm still dyeing these stupid ass pants. They're literally finished, completely perfect, beautiful, obsessed with them, kind of. But this stupid thing, I've been dyeing it for like 10 days now. Just kidding, it's been like 2 days. But it's still not, like it's blue. Like it used to be like white, green, and blue. But now it's like all blue. But like I don't want you to see the lines. Like I want it to be so dark that just like it's just like a blue line. So once I do 20 more coats of that, I'll be done. I'm laying it out, and then I think I'm gonna start either probably by cutting here and making like a shape from the end of this arm down, or maybe I'll cut it to where the length is first before I do that, so that at least I can have a long strip, and then I'll cut here. It's backless though, so maybe I'll start with the back. Oh my god, I cannot decide because if I mess up the front, you know, I'm gonna take a moment and use my brain, and then I'm gonna get back to you. I keep saying I'm gonna get back to you, and then I get back to you 2 seconds later, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, boys, so I cropped it. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to do the cut of it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut a V right there, and then sew and pin that, and then cut up the back. I'm kind of confused. Okay, see how there's 2 seams? There's one with the connecting the sleeve, and then there's one right here. So I'm gonna follow that one right behind it, and then go across here, and then meet it back at the second one, and then cut the sides. That's what I'm gonna do. Ah, crazy, I figured it out. So look, I did the back. I think it literally looks like perfect. Like I feel like I'm so close to being done already. So like I'm folding this in, and then, but that might have to be a little more. I don't know. I'm gonna fold the sides in and then fold down here just so it doesn't fray. And then I'm gonna add the 2, I'm gonna take my leftovers from here and add the 2 long strings on either side so I can tie it, and I'm gonna connect that to right underneath my boob, just like I did with the cheetah top, just so it like, I don't know, it's like tighter around there. And then I'm done. I pinned the bottom. Oh, I just stabbed myself with a pin, of course, because I always freaking do that. So I pinned this flap of fabric over so it like goes in more at the bottom, and then I pinned this part down, and then I'm gonna unbutton it and sew. I did it! So if you're looking at it from the front, you see these. I just wanted to try the stars, and then you just see that. So this is what this half looks like. And now I just have to get to this half, and then the ties from those, and I'm literally done. What the fuck? That was so It wasn't easy at all. Like, it was so easy once I figured it out. I'm so proud. Bye. Okay, so this is what I have so far. And then, so it's not as in, maybe, as like the actual Bella Hadid top, which I'm pretty sure is from Aritzia, but the second I put the straps on, like, it looks pretty much exactly like it. So I'm really excited. Looks really good. Next time, I'm probably just gonna put it in more so that it's like more of like a, but like, it's looking pretty much exactly how I wanted it to, so that's great. So now I cut out these 2 long strips just from what I cut out from the back of the top, and I took the longest section of the back, which is basically just the width of the shirt. And now I have 2 of these. They're not at all the same, like, size. Like, one's very much thinner than the other, but it's fine because I'm gonna sew it together. And make it like even, I guess. It's gonna be kind of hard because it's such a thin strap. Hey! So I did it, I think.